Hi everyone, I hope you had a really nice New Year's Eve and have had a happy New Year's Day. Hello Delilah. There you go. So we've reached that time of year where everything's kind of going back to normal after the Christmas holidays. And today was a bit of a sad day really. I took the boys back to the train station after the third cancelled train. They finally got on it and they're heading back up north, back up to university. And I came home, the boys were gone, the Christmas decorations were down, and the house just felt so empty. It felt really quite depressing. So I popped down to the garden centre. I can't go to the allotment because the weather is atrocious. We've got our third storm now, so there's nothing you can do up there. It would be a hopeless affair. So I thought, what could I do in January? Possibly, I can remember as a kid, I grew sweet peas in January, so I only went I only went in, I swear, to get some sweet peas. And then I thought, I'm sure basil, you can start planting basil indoors. So, in my defense, I only went in for these, but they had a sale on. And they got 60% off seeds. So I thought, well, you've got to use your money wisely. So I did get a bit carried away. Now, my I'm not very good at sticking to the plan sometimes. I like to be organized, but I get a bit distracted. I'm madly in love with flowers. The one thing that's guaranteed to cheer me up in life is flowers. I love them. I love growing them. I love looking at them. I like watching them go through all their stages. I love the smell of them. I love painting them, everything to do with them. And so I did get myself a whole little range of flowers. So they're pretty standard allotment stuff. I've got sunflowers, nasturtiums, chamomile, because I like chamomile tea, some marigolds. I thought they were cute. These California poppies, aren't they gorgeous? And some borage, so edible, so that's justified. And then I also could not resist getting some antirrhinums or snapdragons. So my granddad always grew these, and we used to be fascinated pulling the little mouths open. And you can sow these in January as well. So they were definitely going in the bag because I thought it gives me something to plant, something to look forward to. Hopefully they will start to grow. I did try and focus on fruit and vegetables. So I have also gone and bought salad leaves. So succession planting those. Spinach, sprouts and beans, aubergines. Got to start those early, so they're February. So next month I'll start planting those. And then of course the lovely, lovely spring onions. So I've got two different types of spring onions and some peppers. I've got radishes. And then looking ahead to the autumn, I've got parsnips and leeks. Next Christmas dinner maybe, these will be on the plate. And then my favourite things are broccolis and cauliflowers. So I understand these are quite difficult to grow. So who knows what success we'll have, but I am going to give these a go because these are the things that I really like eating. I like all of these things. But I also discovered this thing. It's majestic. That's the only way I can describe this vegetable. Look at that. Can you see that? I think it's called a Fibonacci spiral. And these spirals appear all through nature. I used to have quite a boffin lecturer once, and he did this fractal geometry, I think it's called. Did it for like a pastime, a relaxing thing. I don't know how that can relax you, but look at that. It says it's a cross between a cauliflower and a broccoli. So I guess it's a croccoli. I think that's the best word for it, but look at it. I cannot wait to see what happens there. So anyway, my day has been a day of two halves. I was really fed up, and then I went in and all of this was 60% off, and so I thought I'll just get it. It's going to cheer me up. It gives me something to look forward to, and it's done the job. One thing I had for Christmas was a planting calendar from Charles Dowding, and so he doesn't live a million miles from me, so if it works for him, in theory the climate's the same for me, so I'm going to kind of stick with his planting times rather than what's on these packets. But I am going to look to plant up, I don't know where they've gone now, in amongst all this, my sweet peas. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put the sweet peas and the snapdragons because it's going to make me happy. No other reason. It's going to make me happy, and these say you can plant them in January, so that's what I'm planning to do for this week. So I'm just using a peat-free compost. It was quite nice actually. Last year there was hardly any brands that didn't contain peat at the garden centre, but now I'd say it was a solid half of the brands all had a peat-free version. So it looks like slowly the industry is picking up on the fact that we really shouldn't be using peat. So it was, yeah, much easier to get some this year. And what I've done is I've just mixed it with some perlite that I had left over. I'm popping it in and I'm not pressing it down at all. So the first one I've got is called Royal Bride, really pretty white snapdragons or antirrhinums. So I'm going to pop these in, and it says to just lie them on the surface and not cover them. And then once they are on, just pop the little lid of the propagator on, and hopefully we'll see something in the next 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, these are tiny. They're like the size of a tiny breadcrumb. They are so small. I have no idea where they've gone. Anyhow, time will tell. And the other one is called Double Madam Butterfly. Very pretty mix. Now, the sweet peas, these need to be soaked overnight. So it says soak them overnight in warm water and then plant them after that into another little propagator like this. So I'm going to soak these, leave them, and I'll do these tomorrow. With these, I bought one of these quite a while ago. I've got a second one on the way. So I've got just a little heated mat just to help it get going. And because it is so dark here, it's so gloomy in January, I bought these last year for my cosmos seeds, and it's like a little octopus. So you, it's a little light. You just clip it on the table, and then you can bend these over your propagators. It's got a timer, and so that just gives them a bit more light. So hopefully they'll be nice and sturdy. Anyway, here is my little ray of sunshine on a really quite miserable day. So hopefully these will start popping up in the next 3 weeks. That's all I'm really doing this week because it's just so miserable out there. You can't do anything else. So anyway, I hope you are having a good week. I hope you're getting something done despite all the storms. Anyway, yeah, enjoy, and I'll see you next week.
Please share your tips and advice in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Claire. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and help me along as I build up my first allotment.